Greetings from Bloomington, Illinois. I'm Dr. Frank Beaty. My wife Judy and I moved here in 2014 after living nearly 20 years in Burlington, Iowa. We moved to provide support for our older son and his wife. They live 4 houses from us and need diverse support with their 6 adopted children who each have significant special needs emotionally, psychologically, and mentally. Part of the support is simply our presence, but Judy also gives much support nearly every day because of the complexity of their needs, more complex than what you and I can begin to imagine. Many of those problems related to the abuse of alcohol and drugs during their pregnancy. I'm your professor for this pastoral counseling class. It's going to be an exciting and challenging journey over the next 8 weeks. Let me say straightforwardly, this will not be a walk in the park or a cruise in the Bahamas. We have 2 excellent textbooks. The discussion board questions are probing, and the process of constructing a godly, biblically based foundation for pastoral counseling is challenging, but so essential. What we learn together will impact our lives for the rest of our life, and I'm convinced that we will be challenged to think and evaluate on a deep, deep level. But let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a graduate of Moody Bible Institute, Dallas Theological Seminary, and I earned my doctorate at Trinity Evangelical Divinity School in Deerfield, Illinois. One of the lessons that my mom and dad taught me was that learning should be a lifelong process. There is so much to learn about being an effective, Christ-honoring, biblically based pastoral counselor. It's an ongoing process. My parents were farmers in Western Illinois. They had a passionate love for the multifaceted ministry of Moody Bible Institute and were strong supporters of the ministry. My older brother and his wife are graduates of Moody, as is my sister. Our 3 children are each graduates of Moody, and 2 of the spouses are also. We have 2 grandchildren who are graduates, and their spouses who are graduates of Moody, and we have 2 more grandchildren who have taken classes with Moody Distance Learning. I began my pastoral journey as a 19-year-old student at Moody. Each Friday afternoon I would board the train and travel about 200 miles to Galesburg, Illinois, where my car was parked, and I ministered to a little village church who had recently voted the mainline denomination out of their congregation because of the liberalism involved. I served there my last 2 years at Moody and continued for 4 more years before I entered Dallas Theological Seminary. As I reflect back on some of those early years, I'm thankful for God's grace and the patience of His people as you learn to minister in various complexities of life. The week after graduation from Moody, I married Judy Crawford, who is also a graduate of Moody. We will celebrate 54 years of marriage this June. We're ministry team partners. We have 3 children. Andrew, our oldest, lives 4 houses from us. He also ministers with Moody Distance Learning. He and his wife have 5 biological children and 6 adopted children. They need much support and help. Our younger son, Stephen, joined the Army at age 39 with the hopes that he might achieve the privilege of being sent to law school to become a JAG officer. That was accomplished in 2016. He was able to graduate with his jurisprudence degree from William and Mary Law School in Williamsburg, Virginia. He is currently stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, but anticipates being deployed this spring to Afghanistan as a JAG officer. He and his wife have 10 children, ranging in age from 7 to 28. They are, um, well, the four oldest are married, and one of those sons has 3 children. They live close to Nashville, where they build a house and reside. Our youngest is Esther. She and her husband also live here in Bloomington, Illinois. He is a corrections officer for the Pontiac Maximum Security Prison. Pontiac's about 35 miles from here. They have 5 children, ranging in age from 13 to 19. So, if you did that math correct, we have 3 children, 26 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren. Judy and I have served the Lord in Herman, Illinois, Dallas, Texas, Pontiac, Illinois, Glendale, Texas, McHenry, Illinois, and Burlington, Iowa. In 2008, we joined Interim Pastor Ministries, where I served 4 churches as an intentional interim pastor specialist, helping churches deal with significant issues at conflict. I served in northern Iowa, Garner, Iowa, at Williston, North Dakota, in the middle of the oil boom, and in Derby, Vermont, 4 miles from the Canadian border, and then a small church near here, Minunka, Illinois. I have helped over 30 students complete ministry internships. I love to equip people. My van license has equipper. That's my passion in life, in the spirit of Ephesians 4:12. I've already posted 7 important announcements. That's my way of being able to communicate with you. I've had students who kind of said, well, I don't need to listen to announcements. But usually I will make one on Monday and one on Friday. And they may be written, but often they are videos, just to help us in understanding. To neglect those announcements is probably to jeopardize your grade, because you miss important coaching that I give in those announcements so that you're able to succeed in completing the announcements and the assignments for that. God bless you as we learn together.